another level.
What's going on? I am 2014 Hall of Famer Lita, and you are watching Turnbuckles and Spilt Liquor.
I be on another level.
What's going on, boys and girls? My name is Killer Cross, the People's Executioner, the RPW World Heavyweight Champion, the MLW World Heavyweight Champion, and the ACW World Heavyweight Champion, and the World Heavyweight Champion of Horror Hound Convention. I have all the championships. I got a problem. I need them all. This is Pokemon, all right? Gotta catch them all! You are watching Turnbuckles and Spilt Liquor Podcast. Tick-tock.
Notorious, we notorious, yeah we notorious, yeah we some warriors, out here feeling glorious, yeah we notorious. Try me, and I'll probably end up laughing cause I never back down. I'm that chick with a clean ass whip, I don't need that shit cause I got my own now. I get hungry, I get tired of fussing, fighting, guess I gotta crack down. Don't mess with me, it's on everything. I'ma have to bring the whole city out. Try me, and I'll probably end up laughing cause I never back down. I'm that chick with a clean ass whip, I don't need that shit cause I got my own now. I get hungry, I get tired of fussing, fighting, guess I gotta crack down. Don't mess with me, it's on everything. I'ma have to bring the whole city out.
I be on another level.
Hello, it's the hardcore legend Mick Foley, and you are tuned into Turnbuckles and Spilled Liquor Podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
They say diamonds are forever, and so is the legacy of the Cauliflower Alley Club. This August at the Plaza Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, join us as we celebrate 60 years of serving the wrestling community. 60 years of honoring wrestling's history, its legends, and the people who built this business. The Cauliflower Alley Club proudly presents CAC 60. Tickets available now at caulifloweralleyclub.org.
Man, you know that I'm the jet, homie. What you expect? I'm the man, it's nothing less. Man, you know that boy is next. I don't live with no regrets. Get the money, cut the check. Got the muscle, bet the flex. Got my move on overstep, now who the best? Oh, I got the money in the cash. Get the jet on overlast. You know overcast, I'm fly. Available, money so relatable. Get it in the day or two. Let me just explain to you. Fly than the rest of them. Jetting standing next to him, the future cut the check for him. Said he calls a rep for him, fly than the rest of them. Jetting standing next to him, the future cut the check for him. Said he calls a rep for them. Taking off the jet, the vision is coming for next check. Taking off the jet, you headed to talk from the
Maybach music.
Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me?
Get ready! Woo! We are on tour, and we're doing it better than anybody else alive. Now, Buddy Landell, it's so hard for me to sit back here in this studio looking at a guy out here hollering my name when last year I spent more money on Spilt Liquor
Yeah, every bar's holy, straight divinity. Great stability with ancient wizardry. God goes writing on the page after I prayed, he visits me. My frame is spiritually plateauing when angels lifted me.
Welcome to Turnbuckles and Spilt Liquor Podcast. I'm your host, Lito, with my co-host, Sinista1. What's going on, Sinister?
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Last week we sat here and we talked about shit that really didn't have to do with wrestling because there really wasn't much last week.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And then we come in this week and we got a full plate with appetizers and dessert.
That's the truth, man. It's a lot going on in the world of wrestling today. And y'all gonna hear from us first. And like we were talking before, if you guys have been listening, watching our podcast for I don't even know how long, and then you watch Unreal, we kind of this is all shit that we said. It's crazy.
Everybody else just talks about the timeline and what's going. Everybody else, most of the podcasts you watch, they're talking about the character and what's going on. But one of the things we do on this show is we think and we talk about things from the business perspective, because I've been watching wrestling so long. That's what intrigues me. And when Unreal came out and LFG came out, these are the things that intrigue me, the behind the scenes stuff. And after watching season 3, which we're going to get into after we do our reviews, I was like, damn, they pretty much took everything we asked about last year to be part of Unreal is part of Unreal. It's almost like we wrote it. We wrote this season. Every episode is something that if you tuned into this show last season is the stuff that we asked about from a professional side of the sport. So
that's a fact. And if y'all don't believe us, go back and watch the episodes. Watch
because we're gonna really talk about it. Because I watched the first episode and I was like, I know Kevin got some clarity now. Yeah. Like he's gonna be like, oh, okay. So we're gonna get into that. We'll say, we saving that, but that's the main course. That's the main course.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna just so I can queue up a few things while we're talking. I'm gonna have Unreal playing on my phone here, and just so we can see a couple things. If I want to stop it and I might want to mention some things to Sinister, I'm gonna have Unreal up here on my phone just to see, because when I was watching it, and we're gonna get into it, y'all. We're not gonna get into it right now, but I understand. That's all I'm gonna say. I understand everything now.
So for me, I'm just gonna say this real quick. This is season 3, everybody, and I'm just gonna tell you, I love season 1. I love season 2. The question I had for season 2, I was like, okay, they pulled the curtain a little bit more back for everybody. And I know last year when season 2 was ended, you were kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I really like this.
Yeah, I was kind of pissed off.
Season 3, they pull it all the way back, bro. Let's just be real before when we talk about this. We're just gonna let you know that Unreal season 3 pulls the curtain all the way back, like all the way back. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I love it. I love it because I'm a fan of the business and what goes on and what. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it, bro.
It's really crazy, and if you're a fan of wrestling, you gotta watch it at least. I know some of our podcast partners they said like, yeah, I'm not really a fan, you know what I mean? But to some degree, you gotta watch this stuff, man. It's really man, it's crazy, and that's all I can say, man. It's crazy. So yep, I got it up playing, so I'm just gonna let it play while we're potting. Yeah, I know we got a lot to talk about, so we just gonna start it off. Well, before we do that, I do have some cops. I got a few cops I want to show y'all. This is a custom action figure. It is a custom Demon Finn Balor.
Oh.
Someone actually painted that themselves. And they also changed the boots on that. That is fire. Painted the arms, painted the face, and put these nice boots on there.
Nice.
Yeah, that is super dope. Shout out my man Rob Bill on Whatnot. Rob Built Figs. Also, happened to grab this. Last time is now. Cena, another Cena here. Found this on a toy hunt. Told myself I had to get that. And then classic right here, bro. Check this out. Bull Nakano.
Oh, damn. That's way back.
Classic. Just came out. Bull Nakano. Look at the packaging on that thing, bro. That's first time in the line, too. Bull Nakano, bro. And then my man Top Rope that was on with us before, he sent me a few of these. He 3D printed these for me.
Nice.
3D printed that. And then he also 3D printed this and sent it to me as well. Yeah, so shout out to Top Rope Toys Las Vegas. My man Nick. Shout out to him, bro. I'm sure he wants to come on again. And he wants to come and be with us next year at New England Fan Fest. So we're gonna talk about that too. Yeah, he's interested in coming down, like, and being with us. So he keeps mentioning it. So shout out, bro. Speaking of New England Fan Fest, New England Fan Fest 12 in Seekonk, Mass, May 1st, 2027 of next year. Make sure you guys get your tickets. It's going to be coming sooner than you think. So that's one convention. We will also be at Horror Hound Weekend, which is in September, and we'll have more information on that the closer it gets to September. So we will be represented in both of those. And hell, if we get lucky enough to get that one that's in Columbus, if they end up granting our credentials, we'll be there as well. Let's get into the topics. WWE. Nick Aldis and Gunther at SummerSlam has been confirmed. And if y'all seen those clips, Nick Aldis, this might not go the way that people think it's gonna go. Nick Aldis is not small. Pause. He's not a small dude. Nick Aldis can fight. And Nick Aldis looks like he might be whooping some ass. I don't see it.
I think isn't Nick Aldis might be the biggest person he's turned up against? I gotta go back and see.
He might be. Because he hasn't really fought anybody that was, like a Oba or a Brock. That hasn't happened on a one-on-one side.
Let's see. I'm looking at it right now. Goldberg was old. Yeah, that was old. That was a horrible match.
Yeah, that was Goldberg.
Braun Strowman.
Okay, Braun.
pretty big. But other than that, he went up against Braun Breaker down in NXT. That's not WWE, but
yeah.
Up here, he's Sheamus. Sheamus is smaller than Nick Aldis. Drew, I would say, is smaller than Nick Aldis. Shinsuke, Rey Mysterio, Sami Zayn, Ricochet, all them are smaller.
All small guys, yeah.
All small guys.
Yep.
So this could be a really good match. Really good match.
Right.
Yeah, I'm looking at his full WWE card here. A ton of times against Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes is not up there with Nick Aldis. Royce Keys. He put Royce Keys down. So
yeah.
This is going to be really.
It's be a good match.
Solo Sikoa, I think he's smaller than Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably the biggest person that he's ever had to go up against. So
yeah, it's confirmed. It's gonna be a good match. I can't wait for SummerSlam. We about a week from Saturday. So a week from this Saturday, which is gonna be great. WrestleMania 43 official watch party in New York City with AAA and NXT PLEs.
Kevin, I don't know about you, but I'm really thinking about going, bro. Because you got two Madison Square Garden is where everything's being hosted. So
they're just gonna sell tickets or something.
3 nights.
Come in.
There's 3 nights. The watch party for both nights is in Madison Square Garden, and then on those 2 nights, the Friday night you're gonna get the AAA version of their thing, and then NXT's Stand and Deliver, which is a big event. So right. I'm almost like I put my name in the QR code because I want to see how much the tickets are. Mm-hmm. If they're not trying to really rate people over these tickets, I'm gonna say 200 would be worth it. If the tickets are 200 for all 3 days, I might go. I might take that in. I might take that in. The only thing is though, I look back to when they had WrestleMania in Philadelphia.
Right.
And you remember the weather, what it was like on that Saturday.
Yes, I do. But Madison Square Garden, we don't have to worry about weather's not going to be an issue.
Yeah.
If it's inside. Now if it's outside, that's different.
Yeah.
I don't think weather will be an issue, but that'll be nice.
We're gonna have to keep our eye on that because that might be something we may have to go to and experience there.
Yeah, and maybe we could get. Yeah, that's something we can talk about because maybe we can, if they, let's just keep our ear to what they're gonna do and see what they're talking about.
Exactly. Yep.
Saturday night's main event. Let's go through this here. United States champion Trick Williams defeated Laredo Kid in a non-title match. Fatal Influence surprised me.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And they beat Paige and Bree to win the women's tag team championship. I didn't see the writing on the wall for that. Didn't think they were gonna win yet. But Fatal Influence, shout out to them. They are now the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. This right here, I didn't care for. Danhausen defeated JD McDonough.
It was a good match, bro. It was a good match. Danhausen wrestled his ass off, bro.
Danhausen to me is hard to
wrestled his he did some counters and some things in that match. I was like, ooh,
I feel that
teasing you, but
I like Danhausen but I feel like, is it just I don't even know who would you compare him to, like Santino? But Santino could really wrestle though. He could really wrestle.
Danhausen could wrestle.
He can wrestle.
Saturday night he wrestled, bro. That was wrestling.
He can wrestle.
That was wrestling on Saturday night.
I'll give that. He can wrestle. When you look at him, you have to try not to compare him to like Braun Breaker and even the Usos or none of it.
Nah, he's
different.
a little dude. He's gonna be like I said, like you said, and
like a Santino,
they did the match right. He put the kitty cat in the cloning machine, and then Carl Anthony Towns comes out, and bruh,
right, I seen that.
When he stepped over the top rope, I was like, God, like
he's 6'10". Well, he's 7 foot. He's 7 feet, but
I'm like, man, they always make it look crazy when these big dudes come in, bro. Like, I'm like, he come in there and did the double choke slam and everything. It was a good match. It was a good, fun match.
Yeah,
exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting a few more nicks, but I think just because we had said 3 to 5.
Five between 3 and 5
was the over and under. So the under was it was 1. So the under was if you bet the under, then you were there. I forgot the whole thing about the midgets, the mini housings. And if you had thought of that, then you would be like, okay, there won't be that many nicks because there's gonna be all these mini housings. So
little people. You have to say little people.
So I thought it was a fun match. It was a good match. It was a good match.
Lyra defeated Bayley with her new submission. We knew that Bayley was going to lose.
Yeah,
they're trying to.
We knew this was coming.
Bayley
I don't
beating
like
into another contract hiatus. I hope not, but we'll see.
I don't like this Lyra. I don't like this version of her. I hate it. I hate it. This
they got her looking crazy. I don't know. I don't like it either.
They got her looking crazy when she's coming to the arena because she was all messed up even coming, and I'm like, this story makes no sense. It kind of makes no sense.
What's funny? They're trying to make Lyra into this mental health. Like now her mental health is messed up, but initially it was Bayley.
Yeah.
Like why did they change it from? Yeah, and then they didn't even go all the way with that with Bayley because if you remember, they were doing like little clips of her freaking out, and we thinking like, oh, she's about to be totally different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then it didn't happen. Now they're about to do this with Lyra. So I don't know, man. I think it's too early to change up who she is. But undisputed WWE champion CM Punk and Cody Rhodes defeated Gunther and Sami Zayn. And that gets
I gave it.
Yeah.
That match, I don't know how these dudes kept the first. Bro, like I was tired watching them. It was almost like I was watching the movie The Furious again. I'm like, bro, the speed of this match and what they're doing. I'm like, how are they gonna keep up with this? How? But they did, and it was a hell of a match.
Admittedly, I was not into this Saturday night's main event, but there were a few matches that were very good, I have to say. Going right into Raw.
Overall, though, I found it to be better than what I thought it was going to be because I thought it was going to be straight pure garbage. To be honest, I thought it wasn't going to be worth watching. It was weird that they had the Roman Reigns Jalen Brunson thing was fire. That whole thing was fire. And then you bring out Tyrese Halliburton comes out with Seth. I thought that was really good. The funny thing is when you have real emotions happen in the squared circle, and you get this moment where he lets Roman pick up the NBA trophy.
Yeah.
And Roman was caught off guard because it's heavy. And you can see Roman was like, oh.
You're like, okay. I got to really show my, you know what I mean? My strength on this. I'm thinking I can just pick it up. Yeah, that
He's
thing
like,
is heavy.
this is heavy. He was caught off guard. So Roman was they played it up nice. Jalen was given his King of New York belt, which was nice. And then when you watched it live, your phone notification come up. And they had the belt. They had the King of New York Jalen Brunson belt already on the
Yeah, crazy.
I did. They waste no time,
like, damn,
bro.
y'all just be trying to get us already. Like,
People did though. People say, "Oh, I need that." The
Yep.
Knicks fans was out
And
there
got to
like, "I'm
ordering
getting
it.
that."
Yep. And the shirt.
I would love
that
to
has
know what the
Brunson,
sales were.
The OTC11.
Oh, that shirt was fire. That shirt, the OTC11.
Yeah. With Brunson on the back.
Yeah, that shirt was kind of fire. That shirt was fire. So
Yeah. I don't want to talk about the Knicks. I have no problem. Like when Melo played for the Knicks, I was a fan just because I'm a fan of Melo. My team is Miami Heat, but I've never really I have New York Knicks hats that what I'm saying, that are fire just because I love the design of the hats and stuff like that. But I don't want to talk about them winning no more. And neither does you, because what I'm saying, you Boston fan. Nobody wants to hear about the Knicks no more, man. That shit was a once in a lifetime thing, and y'all got it, whatever. All this extra stuff WWE doing with the giving them belts and shit, whatever. When we win, I want the same damn treatment. That's all I'm saying. Hell, I want to see Giannis or somebody up there, you know what I'm saying. Give us the same damn treatment. I don't, the way they had Brunson coming out and shit. Roman went back to the back. He said, "You ready?" He said, "Yeah." And he walking out like he all cool and shit. And I'm like, man, this fucking Brunson. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Fuck it. Hell no. I'm not apologizing for that shit. That's how I feel. Okay. The Knicks, I'm not talking about them motherfuckers no more, man. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I'm not. Raw review. World Tag Team Champions Braun Breaker and Austin Theory. They defeated Javon Evans and Dragon Lee, which was a crazy. It was a crazy match. I mean, that match was, man. And then after that match, to a little icing on the cake, Alpha Academy tried to get payback, but Maxine Dupree slapped the hell out of Otis, and then Braun Breaker hit him with a pair of spears.
And sent them packing.
Tozawa looks like if he gets hit with a spear, he's gonna let's just hope it doesn't happen. Tozawa looks like if he gets hit with anything seriously, it's a wrap for him. That's just how it looks.
So I guess we'll probably get Breaker and Otis next week on Raw match.
And they're going to set up the tag team match between them at SummerSlam. Yeah. And so that's where that's going, y'all. You heard it here first. Oma defeated JD McDonough.
That's the second time, right? Didn't he?
Yes.
Didn't he destroy JD McDonough the first?
It's almost illegal. I don't even know why y'all sign up to get thrown around by him. The stuff that he does to y'all, I would have to before I come out to tell Triple H, I need a little more money tonight. He's mad tonight. I don't know what's happening in his personal life. I think I'm going to get hurt. So I'm going to need. I mean, he's doing stuff the way he throws them over the top rope, when he lifts them up and he just does this.
Yeah, that's
it's good.
Horrifying.
I mean, it's not even fair. I still haven't I still don't know how SummerSlam's going to go with him and Brock yet, though. I still believe that Brock is going to win that Hell in a Cell and go out on his own terms. But I don't know. As it gets closer and I see what's happening on Raw and stuff like that, I'll make a decision. But I don't know.
I think your decision will be made after you watch the last 2 episodes of Unreal.
Okay.
There'll be a clear, defined definition of what's going to happen at SummerSlam after you watch Unreal.
Word. Last 2 episodes. Intercontinental Champion Penta and Chad Gable defeated Rusev and Ethan Page. And if y'all don't know, the other match that's going to be happening at SummerSlam, Intercontinental Champion Penta versus Chad Gable. I'm sure that match is going to be crazy. I'm confused
on that one, bro. I'm gonna take to the last minute to decide.
Yeah,
we go to pick that one because Chad is hot right now. Chad is,
but
hot.
Why give Penta up? Penta has not debuted in AAA with that belt yet. He hasn't even been over there, unless they're trying to make him lose the belt so he can go over there for a little while and just do a couple matches. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know. That's one to figure out. Joe Hendry defeated AAA Mega Champion Dominic Mysterio in a non-title match. I don't like what they're doing with Joe Hendry. I just want to say that. Joe Hendry, like, they call his finisher the hit single. Like,
yeah, it was corny.
Come on, man.
Corny. And you gave him Elias's gimmick, which is
and that's not who
ruined Elias's.
That's not who Joe Hendry is. Don't give him Elias like he's the new Elias.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
It's trash to me. Jacob Fatu defeated LA Knight. And we all know that basically another fight that's going to be happening at SummerSlam is going to be Jacob and the Usos versus LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and who's the third guy?
Royce Keys.
That doesn't make sense to me either.
Which is awkward as hell. Yeah.
Solo Sikoa is teaming with LA Knight for one night only.
And Royce didn't want no part of Solo. Which is
don't know about this. That match is going to be like I'm almost willing to bet that match is going to be like the first hour on ESPN type shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
They got to get that one out of the way.
Yep, I think so.
And Roman's not going to fight till night 2, which is going to be that. Oh boy, that match is going to be crazy. Or maybe he doesn't because Cody and CM Punk are fighting. So maybe Cody and CM Punk fight night 2 and Roman. Well, we'll find out because if Roman is the big dog, he'll end up fighting night 2. It don't even matter if he don't have the undisputed belt. We'll see. I think that they'll do Roman and Seth night 2 and Cody and Punk night 1. I think that they'll do that. But we'll see. Okay, y'all. The next 30 minutes, we are going to talk to you guys about Unreal Season 3, Cena's farewell run, his farewell one, and his farewell run. Why is that so hard to say? Farewell run. And new talent push. Episode 1, The Why. Give me your thoughts on episode 1, Sinister.
Episode 1 comes right out the gate. It's talking exactly what we wanted them to talk about this season, and it's the Cena farewell run. Why things happened, why changes were made going through this. Cena for his farewell run. See, I just did the
same thing.
I just did the same thing. Cena had Triple H's blessing to have 100% creativity over this whole storyline and how he wanted to go. What I gained respect for in John Cena is Cena is a guy who remembered who put him into a position to become a spotlight performer in WWE. So even though this whole focus was on John retiring at the end of the year, the whole thing for John was okay, while I'm leaving, I need to put as many people over who deserve to be put over. And, you know, there is so much behind the scenes that you just gain so much more respect for Cena. I mean, I had a lot of respect for Cena already.
Yeah.
I knew what type of person he was. He came back home here. He did a lot of stuff here. So Cena was so big to the point to where, you know, they get into explaining this whole heel turn. He wanted to do something that he never, ever did before.
Right.
And he did it. And, you know, you realize in the first episode that it was an epic failure. The crowd, the fans they wanted the good guy Cena. They didn't.
Yep.
It was one of the biggest surprises in wrestling history, but the fans didn't like it. They didn't want it. And he had to quickly go back to be.
Yeah, they didn't want him to be heel, and he actually went to Triple H and said, let's Triple H's like, yeah, I think it's time. Like, you know, let's dead this bad guy, this heel role of John Cena. And episode 1 also introduced us to AJ coming back, AJ Lee. You know, her, you know, speaking about how tough it was to even come back and get into the mindset of being a WWE superstar. She honestly didn't think that she really had it anymore. But when the crowd,
because it was crazy, because she reminded us during this episode that when she wrestled, her longest match was 2 minutes. She said she said that she had her title defenses so many times that she never did a 30-minute match. She was during that transition period from the, you know, so for her it was like, oh my God, can I even do a 30-minute match? You know, so the AJ Lee stuff is just crazy this season. Just her and CM Punk is just crazy.
She also talked about like mental health and stuff.
Yes. Which is why she stepped away.
Yep, which is why she stepped away. And then you know,
and I didn't know she wrote a movie.
Yeah, I didn't either. Last Ronin or something like that.
Movie. Yeah, The Blade of the Last Ronin.
Yeah.
I didn't know she wrote that movie.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That movie's ill.
It is.
Movie was ill.
I had no clue she wrote that. And then she also talked about how, you know, right before she went out, Triple H was talking to her, and you know, she was like, I haven't skipped in how many years? You know, because her thing is skipping down to the ring.
Yeah, yeah.
Said, I haven't skipped in I don't know how many years, you know. And she gets out there, the crowd goes crazy. And she realized, like, I'm happy to be back. You know, I'm you know, and she wasn't supposed to be around forever, y'all. So for y'all that thought that maybe she should have been, you know, she shouldn't have lost the title and all of that, like, she wasn't supposed to be around for a long time. She came.
So you'll see that in episode 4.
Yeah.
Which is, it's like I said, I probably could have had a tear in every episode. I blew through all 5 episodes, and I probably had a tear in each episode. So
yeah, I didn't get to see all 5. I got up to like 3 and like part of 3, like half of 3. So, but it was great. I mean, I even was going back on some of them. Just being honest. Episode 1 also that we didn't even know. Seth Rollins took Braun Breaker under his wing. I had no clue about this. Took him under the wing, and the whole reason why he named the Click Division is because This was his vision to have Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed be super duper stars. He wanted that for them. Yeah. He wanted that bad for them.
And what it is what people will start to see wrestlers on Unreal, you really see them in their vulnerable moment.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins, CM Punk during this season, John Cena. A lot of this theme of this season show is Father Time. Father Time is catching up with Seth, Roman, CM Punk, all these dudes that we love and we know, but time is catching up. Injuries are catching up. Seth Rollins, is almost in tears in one of the episodes when he breaks his shoulder. He was broke his shoulder up, bro.
Yeah. That was the fight against Cody. When he went against Cody,
missed the spot.
He missed the spot. Yeah.
He knew right out the gate. He was like, I knew, and this season you see a lot of nasty stuff this season. I'm just saying there's a lot of stuff we talked about in this show. They get into division injuries that changed the whole year. And that's in episode 5. So you haven't seen this episode yet.
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to mention that. Episode 4. Episode 4 is titled Life Happens. And that whole episode is about when life happens and changes the dynamics, and it opens up with the pregnancy announcement and then it goes from there, and it just man, there's a lot of stuff in there. What choked me up was when Seth shoulder is messed up. And in this first episode, there are some things that I started to learn about this sport now.
Yeah.
Every friggin' thing you see in a match is a prop or something. When you see Cena wearing armbands and stuff like that, and everybody thinks that's part of their gear, no. The stuff is used as props for spots. So like when he told Logan Paul, he was coaching him, he's like, when you come off the top, you want to clear my armband. And Logan got it. He was like, oh, I get this now.
Yeah.
It's not all. So you see that when Braun Breaker has to spear Seth Rollins so he can fake, go get this surgery and be out.
Yeah.
He tells Braun, you got to sell it.
He said, hit me as hard as you. Yeah.
He said, hit me. And here's the funny thing was Paul Heyman's like, yo, you got to kill him because we don't make no money.
Yeah. Everybody's money depends on you doing this right. Yeah.
Yep. He said, you got to do this. And then fucking Braun was like, they're walking out. And Braun's like, bro, I'm sorry. Because he knew it.
And he felt bad. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it. He felt bad.
And
because he did not want to do it.
The only thing Seth said to him was, yo, don't hit my shoulder. And what he did was, when you know why Seth had the belt
on that side.
So Braun would remember, and I'm like, damn, there's so much shit that we don't realize, bro, that goes into everything. And I'm like, yo, there's just so much that we don't realize, the work that goes into this. He leveled him. He leveled the shit out of him.
He definitely did.
Dude said, Paul Heyman said, hit him like I show speed.
Yeah. Going into episode 2, so episode 1, the end of episode 1, Cena faces AJ Styles. And
good match. That was you forget how badass that match was, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they did everybody's finishers. That was a crazy match.
No lies detected on that. And then so episode 2 starts off and
But what was great about the AJ Styles match is that, remember, we talked about this on the show because they were building up he was supposed to take on Logan Paul.
Yes.
And they talk about this because we talked about, wow, why they switched this up, this. And John Cena goes into this episode and says he had put a tweet or something out, and then the people was like, oh, AJ Styles. And he was like, wait a minute.
Styles, yeah.
He's like, they want AJ Styles. And he's like, we gotta. And that's why I like Triple H when we watch this, because Triple H will let you know, hey, if it's there, we got to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
And when they saw that this AJ Styles thing was what people wanted, they put the match together, and Logan Paul had to go by the wayside, so it explains a lot about some of the things that happened during this farewell run. So I loved it.
Yep. And then so going into to episode 2, they basically are, going into, how John Cena, it's called The Last Time Is Now. So they're basically celebrating John.
The last 3 fights, his last 3 matches.
But they're also like talking about how, how he used to be during the Ruthless Aggression when he used to wear the jerseys and all of that stuff. And I think that's when they go into when Punk came out. Punkonomics.
This is the tear part for me. This part had me.
Yeah.
This part almost had me tearing up, bro. There,
and John said he's trying to rap, but he's having too many lines. And then what we did not know is while he was cutting his promo to John, he told him in confidence. He said, "I love you. I'm going to miss you." And John was thrown off, where he had to try to keep himself together because him and Punk have a lot of history, from the past in reference to like their matches and stuff like that. So that was that moment when they were in the ring, and he told him, and the fans never knew he said that. But
I like that this season. They allow you to hear the real talk between the wrestlers, the referees, and stuff that we don't see what's going on. So we saw that with the injuries, we see them telling the ref, hey, and then the ref gives that sign that lets you know it's a real injury. But we get a lot of that this season. We get a lot of the in-ring talk this season. So be prepared, people.
And he told him, he said, "I love you and I'm going to miss you." And John said, "I got a genuine message from him." Like, and he had to try to keep himself together in that moment, wow. I don't even know what to say. Like
that was almost a tear moment for me, man. That was almost because you got to think about that moment, that moment and everything, bro. Like you're like, and then he comes up and said, because he had to get right up in his face so people didn't know what he was saying. So, and he, so that was just craziness.
Yeah. Actually, episode 2 is the one where Braun hits Seth with the craziest spear of all time. And then he told him, he said, "Man, sorry in advance, man." And also episode 2, we see Liv Morgan. They talk about Liv Morgan, and episode 2, Liv Morgan gets injured. When we seen her shoulder go out of the socket.
Yeah.
And then they showed them popping it back. I said,
"Oh." And she thought she was going back out to wrestle.
She was going to go back out and try to wrestle after
Doctor
that?
was like, "Nah." I was like, "No."
It was like, lay on your stomach and just have your arm hanging. And then like she just pulled on until that mug popped back in like clack, clack. I said, "Oh." She was like, "I'm good, right?" No, you're not good.
You see the doctor's face?
He's like, "I'm good. I can go back, right?" Liv, no, you can't. It was crazy, man. Like, I was like, damn. So that was the beginning of her, being out and, all that good stuff.
I got to ask, does anybody check on Liv's mental health? because when you watched the WWE reality show, one of the things we know about is Liv's drinking problems. She was drunk quite a bit on the reality show.
Yeah.
She had that famous DUI, but a lot of this stuff, as you find out in this episode, Liv came up in a household with, and she doesn't tell you, but you could tell whatever
she said
happened in her household as a kid.
Yeah.
Was,
She said she came up under very, very tough times.
Yeah, chaotic household.
Mhm.
She doesn't really say what happened, but whatever it did, it traumatized her. So
Yeah.
craziness.
So also in that, they go from Liv being injured to Cena and Dominic fighting, and that is when Liv was making her comeback. And she ends up showing up in the ring. Her music played, everybody went crazy. She shows up in the ring, she kicks John Cena in the nuts, and then Dominic sets up Dominic to do his thing, and he ends up beating John Cena and getting the Intercontinental title back, which was dope. Of course,
It was all John's decision.
Yeah, it was all John's decision.
Dom over. Yeah.
John decided to put all these people. He didn't have to lose any of these matches, actually.
Nope, exactly.
But he decided that it was going to be the best thing for the business.
And he said it. He said, I don't want just a match against Dom. I want all the Judgment Day to get their shots in.
Yeah.
And for those who remember that match, Roxanne did her move on Cena. Rodriguez did her move on Cena. Everybody got, Finn Balor and JD got a chance to put their hands on him.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
he was there to pump them up, and he did just that. So
next,
it explains a lot that we was questioning on this show, and we said this on the show. We were like, we got to wait for Unreal because it's going to explain a lot, and it does. So
then it goes into his final match, and they're asking him what does he want, and John Cena's so freaking smart, yo. He said, "How about we make it so you grab some guys from NXT and go against some of the seasoned guys up here?" And they said, well, that's what you want? He said, yes, that's what I want. That is why we got to give John Cena this credit. That is why all of us love Obafemi now. We got to see Obafemi
and Javon Evans and Sol Ruka.
Because
he was like, I got my 30 minutes. He's like, but what are you going to do for the other? And when you look at the train of thought process, John wasn't just looking at bringing people up. He said, I could have did my last match at WrestleMania. He said, but I didn't want to. He said, I wanted to do my last match in an event that's the worst money-making PLE, which is Saturday Night's Main Event. It's
in the fourth quarter where they don't make money.
Where they don't make no money. Yep. So he really thought about all this and then he said, let's put the focus on the NXT people. Who you got that and that was, and everybody that he allowed to come up and showcase, they're all belt holders right now, or top tier,
or top tier. So Trick, Oba went against Cody Rhodes and had a great match before Drew interfered in it, and then Javon Evans, and then Sol Ruka. Now look at Sol Ruka now. She has the belt. You know what I'm saying? So we got to see, the fans got to really love, because NXT fans, they're different than the mainstream PLE fans like Raw, SmackDown, stuff like that.
Right.
So we already seen Oba and what he could do in that, but to have him, his first match up be against Cody Rhodes, that was on purpose. It was meant for him to shine, and we got to see him really do his thing, which was super dope. We got to really see that, and so.
Did you see Paul Heyman when he came out for his entrance? Him and Trick. Paul Heyman was. He's like, that fucker.
Yeah, he's over. Like, Trick is. I don't know. I don't like what they're doing right now with the whole giving him a little yachty, but Trick is. I mean, shit. I don't even know what to say about Trick. So John Cena prepares to go against Gunther. Triple H is telling Gunther, like, Cena's giving you like a gem here. And make sure that you take this and do what you need to do with it. Because Gunther thought he was going to lose. He's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Prepare to lose the match. He's like, no. John Cena said, I'm going to tap out with a smile on my face. And everybody's like, what the fuck? Like, so when I'm watching it, I'm like, why would he do that? And he kind of explained it like when a character is killed, like the face that they make. He was making it like any character that you know that's been killed in movies or whatever. Like they don't all die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a different. So he kind of compared it to that, like a character being killed off of a movie.
Yep.
That has done
He's
everything.
A smart
though.
dude.
Yeah. Happy, you know what I'm saying? And the whole nine. Now the fans didn't know this before. I was one of those fans that was mad as hell. I mean, I was one of them. And the people loved him so much. Bailey and Punk went out there and watched the match.
They were surprised. Yeah, they were surprised. A lot of people was, didn't know. And
Cody Rhodes was in the back in Gorilla watching, and he was tearing up like shit.
Yeah. Yep. And he said the reason why he did it, he smiled because he knew he was leaving the company in a better place.
Yep.
He said, if I win, what does that do for the company? It doesn't advance anybody. Him losing, he elevated, Gunther to this next level heel. Like Gunther, the heat. And when they showed when they showed the after effects, and Triple H is out there taking the heat at the press conference, and they're all telling him he fucked up when really
he didn't.
He was. Wow.
Money for the company at that time was not a problem.
Yeah.
Not after that. After watching that,
a lot of respect for John, and a lot of people now understand why he did it and why he went out that way, and it was just sheer genius. But
he said that's how I wanted the death of the character to happen. I wanted to tap out. The guy who never quit it. Like the guy who never quits.
And he said it just like that. Like it really is kind of F them kids. When you look at it, really, to be honest, it was kind of really because he had kids come out, so it really was kind of like F them kids. I got to kill this character off.
Yeah.
I got to send this character off correctly, and I respect that, bro.
John Cena, the character is no longer, but John Cena, the man, is still here, and that's what he kind of wanted to signify, kind of like a changing of the guard kind of thing. Punk and Cody come out and they pay tribute to him like him and Batista did Hogan. When Hogan's last match, they gave him the belts and put the belts on his shoulders, and that same thing Cody and Punk did for him, which was dope. And then as he was walking down, waving at everyone, like people were tearing up. I was looking at that shit like, damn. He's not my GOAT, but I understand. He's not my GOAT, but I understand.
He gave props to Stu, the cameraman.
He did. Stu, yeah.
Yeah. That was a sad, that hit me. That hit me too. Because Stu was like, bro, he wasn't expecting that. And he was like, I had to keep my composure. Stu was like, yo.
Stu was like, are you ready? I mean, he let the world see Stu. He grabbed the camera and turned it around.
Stu got that extra money in his paycheck.
He sure did.
You're showing on camera, you got to get that extra money paid. That's a union rule.
Stu, here's a check for you. Oh, okay. Thank you.
So,
man, just the thank you Cena's and the way that room was when he left out of it, that arena was crazy. And we knew that it had some. We told everyone, we was like, this is when we see this on Unreal, we're gonna know like why he did this. Like this is going to be one of those things they talk about tremendously on Unreal. And we were right. I mean, all the streamers were pissed. They didn't believe that I didn't believe he was going to lose. Yeah. I'm like, John Cena's not like everybody else. You know, usually people go out on their back, whatever. And I'm like, they're not going to do this for Cena. Cena's going to go out the right way, winning, so he can be celebrated and, you know, the whole nine. Well, he
was right because the viral anger was worth more than what would have happened. Because if he had won, it wouldn't have been viral because everybody knew he was going to win. It wouldn't have been viral. Wouldn't have brought eyes on the company. Wouldn't have got them the millions and millions of viral views.
Right.
Him losing, yeah. When they show it, they show all the social. That's what I love about it because they show the after effects in all the tweets and all the streamers,
all the tweets,
and stuff,
all the streamers.
Yep. So it shows
shock.
how it paid off. Yep.
And he said himself, heavy is the head that wears the crown. You know, so he knew that Triple H was going to get destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
which he did.
after that.
So,
which he did. And Triple H was like, he fed into it. He said, wow, this isn't that bad. I thought I was going to hear a lot more.
Yeah. He played it.
He was trying to feed. Yeah. He was trying to feed into that. But and then Gunther was outside in the streets walking. He had to have like security. With him. They were mad as shit at him. They tried to hurry him. They tried to hurry up, get him inside the bus.
You have to have balls to try to mess with Gunther because Gunther looks like he could fuck somebody up already, though.
Anyway, yeah, he will. So. Yeah, Gunther's not he will definitely fuck you up. Like Gunther will, like, and he's this heel thing. He's enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, that's episode 2. Looks like we're gonna have to do 3 next week, bro. 3, 4, and 5.
You don't think we can fit 3?
In 2 minutes?
No, because this is Rise and Royal Rumble, and
and
there's a lot that happens in Royal Rumble.
It's a lot. There's a lot. So Rise and Rumble, life happens in the grandest stage. We'll talk about next week.
Yeah, the grandest stage it closes out with WrestleMania in Vegas. Life happens is what we talked about. It's the episode involving the injuries to the Vision, and you know, Triple H gets it gets crazy. When they show the behind the scenes and the meetings and stuff, this Vision thing that we talked about on this show, we said it. We were like, damn, they cursed, and you hear this a lot during that episode. They do the Bronson Reed injury, and they show it. They show the Seth Rollins. Then you want to get Braun Breaker, and then Braun Breaker's hernia. Yep. And it's exactly when we thought, when he flipped that table over and he started yelling and he went back and he says he went back to the room, and then all of a sudden he bent over and he said he couldn't get back up. He was just stuck down because the hernia popped up and I said, oh. And the doctor's like, you got to go to the hospital right now.
Yeah. Yikes.
Right now. So.
Sheesh. Oh. That thing. Whew. Hernias and stuff, man. It's a real thing. But, yeah, we're going to continue this conversation next week, y'all. Great show. You know, Unreal, I tell everyone, at first you look at Unreal and you're like,
how you feel about it? I'm gonna ask you right now. Has your opinion changed a little bit now of it? Because I know after season 2 you were kind of like, ugh, it's too much for me. I can't watch this.
Yeah.
Has it changed for you to now where you're like, okay, I think I can watch this now?
Yeah. I'll say that. The jury's still out on. I want to watch the last 3 episodes to see how I feel about those. But yeah, for sure, I believe I can watch it. I think I still have I don't want them to pull the curtain back too much, because we're learning a lot, man.
There's a lot. They pull it all the way back this season. I mean, letting you know the conversations that are happening in the ring between guys when they are injured and all that. Yeah. Calling out spots.
Yeah.
It was great when you watched the AJ Styles match. Like let's go back to the AJ, and they're doing everybody's finishers, and
somebody
the crowd gets to the point where they wanted this. And John's like, "Yo, I can't."
John was like, he was like, "Clothesline me." He's like, "Can't do the 619." He said, "Clothesline me." He goes back like he's gonna do the 619, and then AJ clotheslines him.
That was funny as hell.
That was. He said, "I couldn't do that." He said, "I can't do that move. I wouldn't even want to try."
And then they get backstage, and AJ's like, "I thought you was gonna do it before you do it." He's like, "I didn't know he could do the 619." So I was like, "No, I couldn't."
Yeah, I can't do that. He said, "That's why I told you to clothesline me." That's funny, man. But yeah, great show. Y'all make sure y'all press that like button, subscribe if you have not subscribed to our channel. Every week we bringing y'all either guests, but every week we bringing y'all great wrestling content, y'all. For my man Sinista1, my name is Lito. We will see y'all next week. Peace.
We're clear.
All right.
Joe Mataraki.
Crazy lyrically, had to read a page in Timothy to take it seriously. Cause I ain't scared, I ain't got no fear, baby, get with me. Open doors for the people, you can say it's chivalry. I drop bombs, it'll be a day in infamy. Mainly cause all my ops feeling painful instantly. Stay for sympathy, not me. Creating imagery that everybody you like. I made a simile. Facts.